So, I'm on my lunch break, and it's just very entertaining when Dylan is doing IRA training and he, isn't necessarily working from home anymore. And so, what I do when it's lunch is I just eat out of the thing that I made lunch in, like yesterday. Because he's not here, so I don't need to share, and it's less dishes because I'm lazy and I only like doing dishes every once in a while. But yeah, I just chuckled about that today as I was going to get lunch. It's really good. It's like this suddenly salad thing with peppers and basil from our plant that somehow came back to life. I don't know what I did. I thought I killed it. So yeah, that came back to life. And it's really good. I like it. It's a nice lunch when it's like 80 degrees outside. But I'm making bread because I'm bored. And, we need bread. So I'm making bread that is either going to... I don't plan ahead at all with this because this type... The bread I'm making is a no-knead bread, so that means it has to sit longer and rise longer. And so it needs to rise for 12 to 18 hours. My brilliant self decided to throw it together at 11 o'clock in the morning, which means 12 to 18 hours is 11 o'clock at night or 4 in the morning. So, I don't know. I'll see if I stay up till 11 tonight to throw it in the oven. It doesn't bake for very long. It bakes for 40 minutes. So that's not the issue. It's just a matter of if I stay up or do I get up and then throw it in. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, I never plan ahead. I always think to make this at a time when it isn't really conducive for the next part. I either decide to make it at 11 o'clock in the morning or at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It depends. I don't know. So, yep. That's where I'm at. So, alright, I'm gonna go eat this now because I'm hungry. So, I'll talk to you later. Bye! I don't know what happened, but the bread almost didn't turn out. Dylan managed to help me save it, but man, it was pretty sketchy for a while. I don't know exactly what happened, but I think it must have just been the humidity and the heat because it rose fine, but it was very liquidy still, and so when I dumped it out to form it into a ball to put it in the pan, it just oozed over where it was sitting. It was a blob. And so Dylan managed to help me with that, and because my hands were covered in sticky dough, and he was very kind and put some flour on my hands and put some flour on the dough, and somehow we managed to save it, and it actually turned out fairly okay. It actually looks like a loaf of bread, and I tasted it this morning and it was really good. But about 10 minutes before it was supposed to bake, this is what it looked like. I almost threw it in the trash. I almost gave up, and Dylan's no, it's still good. You can fix it. Somehow I managed to fix it. I don't know how. But yeah. Then I also made cookies that turned out amazingly well. They taste just like grandma's. But now Dylan is still working. I'm in the mood for chicken wild rice soup. It's going to happen sooner or later. But since it's 20 to 6 and I have no cooked chicken and the wild rice isn't cooked, I don't have the energy to make chicken wild rice soup tonight. So I'm going to make that probably sometime next week. Tuesday it's supposed to rain, so maybe I'll make it that day. So I'm doing the very adulty thing of making mac and cheese and pizza rolls because they're my favorite. And I have just had the most lazy day today. I've read a book. That's what I've done today. I've read a book and I've worked on my blanket a little bit, and that's it. So yeah, I'm just going to sit on the couch and eat mac and cheese and pizza rolls and watch a movie and knit, and that's about it. Because, I don't know, I just really don't feel like doing anything. I should go outside, but it's hot, so I don't want to. Ignore my hair. I just got out of the shower and I haven't brushed it yet, so ignore the rat's nest that is my hair. But I'm attempting to make chicken wild rice soup. Yay! I've never done this before, but I think it'll turn out. I'd call Mom. I'd call you to figure out what I was supposed to do, because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Because I'm doubling it, so I'm making it in the crock pot, and the directions were very confusing, and yada yada. And we all know my luck with directions. So, anyway, I'm just waiting for the water to boil so I can cook the wild rice, and then I'll throw my chicken in the oven, and then I'll get to making this. Yay! I'm so excited. I've been craving chicken wild rice soup for, I'm pretty sure, about a month now. And it's finally cooled down enough to where I can actually make it and not heat up the entire kitchen, which I'm still going to do, but not as bad because it's not as hot. So I am very excited, and I have some homemade bread that I made Friday. I made it Friday. So we got that to go with it, cookies for dessert, and I'm so excited. This is going to be an adventure because I've never made this before, but I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out okay. I just want this water to boil so I can start doing. But math is hard because I'm trying to time the chicken so it gets done at the same time that the rice does, and I'm trying to do math in my head, and we all know how that goes, so it's just very difficult. But anyway, bye! I'll keep you updated. Oh, the adventures in cooking in this kitchen continue. I was trying to plan ahead. Well, first I didn't plan ahead. So, obviously you know that our kitchen has 0 space. And with this crock pot, it can go one of 2 places. It can go over the sink, or it can go on the stove, like with the cutting board. And in my head, I was like, alright, it has to go over the stove. So I have to wait to plug it in until after the rice is done, because the rice is obviously using the stove to cook. And I was like, alright, whatever. And then as I was standing here, I was like, oh, no, duh, like, it can go over the sink because, like, that's totally free space and I can plug it in and yada yada. No, I can't, because I need to drain the rice in the sink, so it's a moot point. It doesn't even work. So, yeah. The timer just went off for the rice to be done. I think it's been about an hour and 10 minutes. I think it's done. I don't know. Looks done. Looks all popped and curly. I am just waiting for that to be done so I can plug in the crock pot so I can do the other half of this. I don't know. I tell you, it's an adventure making this. I mean, it's always an adventure cooking with me, so I don't know why I expected different. Alright. It's a while later, but I think it's done! It looks so good! I'm so excited. I had to call you twice to figure this out because I didn't know how to make wild rice. But I think it turned out okay. I've been waiting for this for a month and a half. That's really good soup. Alright, I'm gonna go eat this now. Bye!